Hey guys, so July is almost over, so it is time for me to film my monthly favorites. If you guys are curious to see what I've been loving for the month of July, then just keep watching. Okay, first off, I'm going to start off with this giant box. It is completely empty, but it is the Dermadoctor KP Duty Dermatologist Formulated Body Scrub. It says with chemical and physical exfoliation. This leaves my skin feeling really soft, and then it also leaves like a body oil film on my skin so that my skin feels hydrated and soft. So I've been really liking this. It's my first time using it. I've been using it for 2 or 3 weeks now, and I really like this. I will only use this about once a week, but I love how smooth and healthy my skin feels after using this. Some shadows that I've been loving have been the Precious Metal 3 collection from Luxi Beauty. I am wearing That's What She Said on my lid today. I am also wearing Pumpkin Spice Life in the crease and White Sands on the brow bone area and inner corner. So I used these 3 today in the look, and I just think they blend so well, and these are ridiculously pigmented. You barely touch it and you get insane metallic color payoff. Like, it's crazy. So I've been loving these. They recently dropped their price too, so I think they're $4 now instead of $5, and using my discount code it brings it down to like $3.60, $3.50 a piece. You cannot beat that price for single shadows, and they're amazing quality. So I've been loving the Precious Metal 3 collection from Luxi Beauty. A blush that I find myself reaching for over and over, which no one talks about. These are the Pure Pressed blushes from Jane Iredale, and this one is in the shade Dubonnet. It is like this nice kind of nudie shade. It's just like, it's cool tone, but not too cool tone. I just love the way it looks on my skin. I've tried others that are similar shade, and they either are too gray or too pink, and I just love, I don't know, I just love the undertone of this one, so I've been reaching for it a ton this month. A new lip product that I am obsessed with. This is the Maybelline Superstay Ink Crayon. This one's in the shade 15, Lead the Way. It's a beautiful, kind of similar to the blush. It's kind of a mauvey pink, not too cool, really no warmth to it. So I'd say it leans a little bit cool, but it leaves like a nice kind of semi-glossy satin finish. It stays all day long on my lips. I love the formula. It's a lot more comfortable to wear than their matte lip inks. So if you guys see these, I highly recommend them. They're really, really good. Some glotions that I know I've talked about in past favorites. I had previously been using the 901 and 902 colors, so the very fair pink one and then like the lightest bronzy one. But now that I have a bit of summer color, I've been going a little bit deeper. I used this one today. This is 904 on the forehead and then on my chest area to kind of warm it up. This one looks very dark and intimidating right out of the bottle. But once it's rubbed down, it's like this beautiful golden bronze. Beautiful as like a bronze primer, as a bronze moisturizer. If you want to skip makeup altogether and just bronze up your skin, this is beautiful. And then this one's just slightly lighter and slightly more cool tone. So I've been using these now that I have a bit of summer color, and I love them. I use them mostly as a moisturizer or as like a glowy primer. A hair product that I've recently discovered, this is by Kitsch. This is from Ulta. They are alligator clips, and they come in this really cool like oil spill color. I like these because they don't crinkle my hair, so like when I'm drying my hair or straightening it, I can pin it up in sections, work on the bottom, take it out, and I don't have like a giant crimp in my hair. So I've been really liking these, and they're really affordable. I think they were like $10 for a set of 3. They've made it so much easier to dry and straighten all of this hair. An eyeshadow palette that I'm also wearing today and have also been using a ton this month. I took this on vacation with me. This is the Viseart Warm Matte Palette. This is what the colors look like inside. Today I have, I believe, just these bottom 3 shades on the outer corner and as liner. I love using this in conjunction with fun metallics like these. I like using this with cream shadow, liquid shadow. Like, it's just a great staple palette along with my other matte palette from Viseart that I use a ton, which has more of the gray tones. Look at that glow. 2 cream highlighters or cream glow products or cream blush products, whatever you want to call it. that I've been loving this month. The first one I had to take out of the packaging. This is the Marc Jacobs Dewdrops in the shade Fantasy. It's like the peachy copper shade. My pump stopped working, so I had to transfer it to this little jar. Let me show you. I mean, this is what it looks like. You need just the slightest amount. You guys see this beautiful apricot-y peach glow? I love this. I like to use, I thought it would be too dark for me, honestly. I like to take a beauty sponge, dip it into this, pounce it out a little bit on the back of my hand, and then I'll apply it to my cheekbones and then all the way up into my hairline, and it gives me this beautiful kind of sun-kissed glow. So it surprisingly is not too dark for my skin tone. So if you have like a light to light medium skin tone, this looks beautiful. And then I recently found one in my collection from Japonesque. This is the Liquid Light, and this one's in the shade 01. Okay, so this one is similar, but not quite as intense as the Marc Jacobs. So you can see, here's Marc Jacobs. You see much more of like a blinding flash. This one's more of like a, I'd say pinky peach. Both a similar effect. I feel like I like to use this one a little bit more as like a blush, and this one more as like a glowy highlight. But together they're beautiful. I have this one on the face today. Just like a subtle glow, and I really love it. This is one that I haven't reached for in quite a while, but I've rediscovered a love for it. They do have two other shades. I believe there's like a lighter shade and a browner shade, but this is the only one I kept in my collection. Next up are two brow products that I found myself using for at least the past month. These are the Maybelline Tattoo Studio Brow Pomades. I go back and forth between the shade 370 and 372. 372 is much cooler, like a gray blonde, and 370 is more of like a traditional blonde shade. So I kind of mix and match to get my perfect brow color. It's what I'm wearing today. Love these. Some mascaras that I've been using a ton. The first is actually a primer. This is the L'Oreal Lash Paradise Primer. I recently went through a lash shedding cycle where all of my longer, fuller lashes fell out, and I had short, stumpy lashes. I've been back on a lash serum regimen for the past 2 weeks, and it's helping me grow my lashes back out. But while they were in that short, sparse phase, I used this a ton to really build up the volume and build up the length a little bit, and it did seem to help. So I used this a ton during that phase. And a mascara that I've been reaching for over and over this month is the Mary Kay Lash Intensity Mascara. If you guys have not seen the comparison video of the two Mary Kay mascaras side by side and just what this one does to the lashes, head on over and check it out. I was floored by the results. I am wearing it today. Obviously my lashes have gone through their shedding cycle, so they're a little shorter than normal and a little more sparse than normal, but still, I mean, you guys can see they spread out, they are black, they are full. Love this one. The Smashbox Photo Finish Centering Citrus Primer Water I took on vacation with me. I am almost out of this one. I use this every day to prep my skin. And while I'm not particularly partial to the scent of these, I like the primer water formula in general, the original or any of the other ones. It really does help me to not get oily. I've had this makeup on most of the day. Barely any oil. Like, it really does hydrate and prep the skin for a long wearing makeup day. So I really like this. I've been using this a ton, and I'll probably have to get some backups as well. And then my last makeup favorite is the Too Faced Do You Fresh Glow Translucent Setting Powder, and this one's in Radiant Nude. I had previously tried the Radiant Pearl, which gives you like a pinky violet glow to the skin. This one is a straight up nude glow, and I love this, especially if I'm a little bit paler than the rest of my body. This will kind of add that like nude warmth to the skin with giving it like a nice glow. I love this as an overall finishing powder. Beautiful, and I love the way it smells. It truly does smell like watermelon and cucumber. I love it. So refreshing, so summery. Okay, last favorite is actually an author that I wanted to recommend. His name is Dan Walsh. He writes, I would say Christian fiction, but they're not heavy on the Christian side. It's just really enjoyable fiction. If you enjoy movies like The Unfinished Gift, if you enjoy movies like A Walk to Remember, or if you enjoy movies that just like have that really good, like heartwarming feeling to them, you would love his single books. I recently finished one called If These Walls Could Talk, which is his most recent release. so good. It was about, well, I can't give it away, but it was a bit of a mystery. There were cops involved, there was writing on a wall. It went back to slave times, and then it was also current time, and how the clues were leading to some racial issues. It was just really interesting and really good. So if you guys like clean, heartwarming novels, I definitely suggest trying Dan Walsh's individual novels. I have loved every single one that I've read. What are some of them? The Homecoming was really good. If These Walls Could Talk was really good. I believe he had one called The Unfinished Gift. That one was also really good. Deepest Waters, I believe, was another one of his. Really, really good novels, and I've been following him for the past 4 or 5 years or so, and I feel like I've read almost every book he's come out with, and I have not been disappointed. I do want to say that I'm not a big fan of the books that he wrote with another author. I believe it was Smalley. But I do like his singly authored books, so definitely check out Dan Walsh. So that completes my July favorites. Leave me a comment down below if any of the things I've mentioned have been your favorites recently. I'd love to hear what we have in common. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and as always, I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.